I'm Commissioner Ken Hodder, National Commander of the Salvation Army. There is too much at stake right now for the people we serve for there to be any confusion about what the Salvation Army stands for. So let me be clear. We believe only in the Bible. We endorse no social theory or philosophy, and we never will. And we're not asking anyone to apologize.
Upon my arrival at the Salvation Army Southview Heights on March 1, 2021, I learned that it was renowned as one of the most challenging places to reside. Once I started engaging with the residents, it became clear why it was called a kindergarten for older adults. I quickly discovered that closing my door and confining your activities to your room makes life here much easier and completely safe. Some individuals find the Salvation Army to be a valuable resource. The situation here is deteriorating rapidly. So a letter was issued during supper on March 25, 2024, requesting all tenants to install a security camera system in their apartments. Despite being brought here to die, I have complete faith in the Salvation Army's ability to give me the best treatment and care. To my surprise, I found out that the Salvation Army Southview Heights is an assisted living residence that does not offer care. Instead of offering assistance, workers are advised to call 911 if you fall. At the Salvation Army complex, there are two sides, the Salvation Army Southview Heights side and the Salvation Army Southview Terrace side. The terrace side does not require guests to wear masks, but the Heights side does. Despite sharing the same dining area and chapel, the Salvation Army is a street that only leads in one direction. We've been brought here with the intention of our demise. They will feature your photo on the board when you successfully achieve your goal. On 4 occasions, the Salvation Army instructed me to avoid socializing with staff members. This directive was given by both my workers and the building's manager. A town hall meeting was held by the Salvation Army for all residents prior to Christmas this year. Do not engage in social activities with the staff. I have an interesting anecdote to share. A Christmas box is put together annually for the staff. Over $4,800 was found in the box this year, which is quite impressive. This money is a result of contributions from the tenants and their families. While this is admirable, the tenants expressed their distrust in the management's ability to count the money accurately. Consequently, 2 tenants were required to be present during the counting process. Before I arrived at the Salvation Army, I received monthly benefits exceeding $300 for rent through my enrollment in the Shelter Aid for Elderly Renters, SAFER, program. This program was a lifeline for me, ensuring that I could afford a secure and pleasant place to live, as well as medical care, as an older person on a fixed income. This program compensated me for my pharmaceutical coverage. Because I currently live in the Salvation Army, and my doctor prescribed an outside pharmacy. Pharmacare only covers 75% of my prescriptions. I now pay 25%. The Salvation Army just advised me that if my doctor used the Salvation Army pharmacy, I would not be required to pay anything. My Pharmacare bill is $467.87 for January 1st to December 31st, 2023. Unfortunately, this essential benefit has been terminated. So there isn't any money in my bank to pay for my Pharmacare. Because I moved into the Salvation Army, the money formerly allotted by SAFER to the renters has been transferred to cover the Salvation Army's expenditures throughout everyone's stay here. The SAFER statement suggests that the Salvation Army is collecting funds in the names of tenants who are unaware of SAFER, which stands for Shelter Aid for Elderly Renters. This program provides financial assistance to eligible elderly tenants on fixed incomes to help cover the costs of their monthly rent. However, the fact that none of the tenants are aware of SAFER raises concerns about transparency and communication. The reason I was enrolled in the Shelter Aid for Elderly Renters, SAFER, program is that I am only making $1,614.78 per month. Before I arrived at Salvation Army Southview Heights, I had a complete evaluation. The Salvation Army painstakingly examined every part of my background, hoping to get extensive information about my personal history, as well as all tax and financial information. On March 1, 2021, I moved into the Salvation Army. My monthly government check is $1,614.78. The Salvation Army took 70% of this amount before deductions, plus cable, $30, telephone, $26.20, hydro, $18. My total rent on March 1, 2021, was $1,215.58. This is what I was paying in December 2023, $1,218.06. The Salvation Army says you must file your income taxes with the CRA every year to be eligible for a publicly subsidized income-tested client rate. As a diligent and meticulous individual, I have consistently filed my taxes with utmost accuracy year after year, maintaining an exemplary record of 100% compliance. The Salvation Army consistently deducts 70% of the total amount before deducting my pharmacare $467.87 and other expenses. Plus, each time when I give the Salvation Army a money order for my rent, they consistently try to withdraw my rent again on the first day of each month. Then on October 10, 2023, the Salvation Army stated that I made $26,290. On October 10, 2023, the Salvation Army informed me that my assisted living price for January 1st will be $1,533.58 plus cable, $30, telephone, $26.20, hydro, $18. I am told the Salvation Army would not do anything about it. They will not help, so I phoned the CRA, tax services, and they said, "Sorry, we overcharged you. You did not make $26,290. You only collected $1,614.78 per month. That does not add up to $26,290. So, we will fix it." Then on October 14, 2023, the Salvation Army sent me a letter. The Salvation Army said my assisted living rate on January 1st would be $1,143.86 plus cable, $30, telephone, $26.20, hydro, $18. Then on December 27th, the Salvation Army said my assisted living rate on January 1st would be $1,275.28 plus cable, $30, telephone, $26.20, hydro, $18. I've been told that the Salvation Army does not care what my bank says, they have their own way of doing things. This is their letter. On January 9, 2024. Dear Mr. Peterman, I am writing to let you know that you will be charged a monthly rate for your assisted living unit. $1,275.28 plus $74.20 total $1,348.48. I was told not to trust them 100%. I gave them a money order for $1,218.06 for my January rent. On January 3, 2024, the Salvation Army tried to take $1,607.78 out of my bank. The check bounced because there were insufficient funds in the bank. This cost me $49, even though I set a stop payment on the $1,218.06. The Salvation Army varies what they take out each month, so I can't put a stop payment on it since I'm not sure what it will be. So, this costs me $49 every month. The government only pays me $1,614.78 each month. The Salvation Army is demanding everything, except $3. There is no money for my health care. The Salvation Army just advised me that if my doctor used the Salvation Army pharmacy, I would not be required to pay anything. My pharmacare bill is $467.87 for January 1st to December 31st, 2023. Because I cannot pay this bill, I've been advised to relocate or go to the hospital every day for my medicines. The Salvation Army will phone 911 every day to take me there. I've been advised to call the police. What should I do? Do you think I should move, so I can buy my medicine, or go to the hospital every day?